Well, we've been wondering when Creature Commandos is finally going to drop, and now we have a little bit of a window directly from Gunn himself. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the upcoming animated series, when we're likely to see it, and some of his interesting takes on both characters that he's playing. Now, before we do that though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring that bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently so you are in the know. Well, next year, Superman Legacy will kick the DCU off in theaters, but we do know the upcoming Creature Commandos TV series will give us a first taste of what DC Studios has in store for us sometime later this year. Now, the animated show is definitely going to put an interesting spotlight on a very obscure group of characters from the comics, but given that the first chapter is called Gods and Monsters, I think James Gunn is going to use this series to lay the groundwork for what's to come. Now, there's been some rumbling for quite a while that Creature Commandos will be premiering on Max in 2024, and now that has indeed been confirmed by Gunn himself. Now, recently, the actor was talking to Screen Rant while attending the Saturn Awards, and the G.I. Robot and Weasel actor said, "We have Creature Commandos coming out in the fall, which is amazing. I just can't wait for our audience to see it." Now, he obviously didn't give us a specific date, but we now at least have a premiere window. Given that Halloween is in October, I absolutely suspect that we'll see this group of monsters make their appearance on Max probably sometime mid-month. Now, this wasn't all that he had to say about the upcoming project, and he had quite a bit to say about the two characters he's playing. In the interview, he broke down both Weasel and G.I. Robot. He actually said, "I love that project. The scripts are so good, and we've already been doing a little recording, which is fun. I can hint and tease that we're going to learn a little more about Weasel, which is going to be interesting." Then he went on to say, "I just love G.I. Robot so much. He's driven by one thing and one thing only, which is his hatred of Nazis and desire to kill as many Nazis as possible. So for me, as someone who hates fascism in all its forms, I can relate to somebody who wants to get out there and put the smackdown on some Nazis." Now, Gunn has a huge part in the show, and I don't know if everybody realizes it, but he is indeed playing two characters. Although it is an animated show, and if these characters come to life, both of them will be CGI, so there really won't be a problem with him continuing to voice those characters in live action. He's standing shoulder to shoulder with quite a talented cast that also includes Frank Grillo, David Harbour, Alan Tudyk, Steve Agee, and Viola Davis. And many people are wondering exactly how all this ties together with the bigger picture, but it's pretty clear to me Amanda Waller is going to be the thread through many aspects of the new DCU, and Viola Davis is not going anywhere as the character anytime soon. Now, obviously this isn't an official premiere date, but it is from Sean, who's James Gunn's brother, and is likely very much in the know. He's been doing this superhero routine for quite a long time after spending so much time at Marvel, so I don't think this was a slip of the lip, and the first little nod on when we could possibly see the whole project. Now, I do get a little concerned though, because he did say they've been doing a little recording, which could mean a lot of things, but hopefully doing a little recording means they've wrapped it all up. This should be in the full animation stage. And since we know the episode count will indeed be 7, he revealed that about a week ago, well, I think there's plenty of time to get the whole thing done and ready to be released over on Max this fall. Now, we're going to follow this show pretty closely. It's honestly a great way to kick off the new DC universe, and Creature Commandos has never really gotten their due with wider audiences, so I'm very curious on how they're received. Hopefully James Gunn or DC Studios announces an official release date sometime soon. I'm hanging my hat on the Halloween season, makes the most sense, and quite honestly, they are monsters.